Don't take yourself so seriously. A lot of times in life, I feel like we get caught up in the whole rat race of things. You have to work, you have to balance family life, you have to balance keeping your friendships alive and keeping yourself alive. And a lot of times, I know as humans, we'll kind of get to this autopilot mode of just feeling like we have to do all these things in life, really just to survive. But it will feel like it's burdensome. It'll feel like it's kind of like a weight that we have to carry, that like this whole life thing is like a weight we have to carry on our backs. And this is something that I'm guilty of as well. Like this happens to me all the time. I'll just be doing, what you're supposed to do in life. I'll be going to work at night. I'm a bartender. I'll be hanging out with my friends. I'll be calling my parents, calling my mom, my dad, checking up on them. I'll be doing other things like YouTube and stuff. And I'll kind of get caught in this cycle of almost mindlessness, and which is the opposite of mindfulness, which is how we're supposed to be living. It's like meditation, having like mindfulness. But I'll get caught up in the state of mindlessness, and I'll find that I'm taking life very, very seriously. And it's almost like I have to wake myself up and be like, yo, why am I taking this all so serious for? Like, yes, I want to do good in life. Yes, I have these goals that I'm going after and these things that I want to achieve. And I guess people that I want to be proud of me and people I guess you could say I would want to impress. But in reality, it's like, all of this is just kind of like, it's like a game, Maya, the illusion, like what they talk about in esoteric books, or Terra, this earthly planet that we're on. All of this is like a dream. It's an illusion. And a lot of times we get caught up thinking that it's like real. And it's easy to feel like that because, yeah, it feels very real. It feels like, hey, if I lose my job, my whole life's going to fall apart. Or if I don't get my degree, then my life's going to be shit and my parents won't be proud of me. Or if I, aren't excelling in life, then my parents won't, like me and my family will disown me and all these things. And if I'm not there for my friends every time that they need me and I don't go out every time they invite me, then they'll stop inviting me out and then my life will be over and I'll have no friends. And it's like all these different intrusive, invasive thoughts will come into our psyche. But in reality, it's like, that's not the case, A lot of times we have to just ground ourselves into this present moment and realize that like, hey, everything's all right. Everything's been all right. I've gotten myself this far so I can keep getting myself further and further. Like you have to be able to get to that point where you trust yourself. You know that you've gotten yourself to where you are now. And that's not for nothing. It's something to be very proud of. I've been reading these books, Reality Transurfing. So this is one of them. It's like the 78-day practical course in creating your own reality. Now, Reality Transurfing is this book by Vadim Zeland. He was a quantum physicist, and he actually basically made almost like a esoterical, scientific, kind of quantum physical mathematical book about how like reality works. And if you are somebody who likes things like The Power of Now or The Secret, manifestation, things like that, I'm somebody that's like that. And I've always kind of looked for like the truth of how this world and this reality actually works. This is like The Secret, but on crack. So it's this one, and then I have this like other smaller book that just has like quotes from the main book. The main book I haven't read quite yet because that one's like 700 pages, but this is just like some quotes, and this is like a 100-page book. Like you'll see it's like super thin. And then this one is a 78-day course, again, like a 100-page book, super thin. So I read both of these. And the main thing that I've been getting from Reality Transurfing is we need to regain the aspect of play. Like a beautiful quote that I loved a lot from the very first page of this book. It says, you can play any role and you can be anyone you want to be. The healthy, the wealthy, the handsome, the happy. All that it takes is drop the importance and play, play, play. That's like literally such a fact of life. It's like you could be anything you want in this world. You just have to not make it be so important. Like don't make it seem like it's like you're everything. That's why the title of this video is Don't Take Yourself So Seriously, because a lot of times I feel like we get caught up in this, rigid, like I gotta be Mr. Businessman and I gotta impress everybody and every day I've gotta do this and do that. And it's like you get on this freaking treadmill and you don't realize it. So it's like, don't take yourself so seriously. I don't know if it was the Joker who quoted it, but it was like, don't take life so seriously, you'll never make it out alive anyways. It's like, it's kind of like that. Like, I'm not telling you to go out there and ruin your life and not do the things that you should do and not to strive for greatness, but do these things, but drop the importance, It's like you have to realize that this life, and I feel like fortune favors those who aren't so needy and pressing. It's like, for example, if you're a guy and you know how this works probably, There's this one girl, you like her so much and you need to have her. You want her so bad. She's just your everything. You love her, you love her, you love her. You want to have her so bad. You know what happens to those guys? They literally never get those girls. Because I used to be a guy like that in the past too. They never get those girls because people don't like neediness. Like if you feel like you need to have somebody so bad, they're going to sense that. And a lot of times in this situation, the woman will sense that you're so needy and you're just going to turn her off. She's going to think, well, why does he like me so much? He doesn't even know me. Why does he like me so much? I haven't even done anything to prove myself to him. Why does he like me so much? Like, does he not have other options? And life works no differently. It's like, yo, if you are putting your all into one thing, it's like life's gonna be like, yo, like why is he putting his all in this one thing? Like I'm not gonna give him that. It seems like too much, you know? Now in the same situation example, if you ever gotten to the point where it's like, okay, you got some swag about you, whatever, you're doing good in life, maybe you're balancing a couple different, you know, females, whatever, pardon me for calling them females, nice, beautiful young women. A lot of times you'll realize that like in those scenarios, the girls want you so much more. It's like they can sense that like you're not putting your all in them. They can sense that you're not putting all your eggs in one basket. They can even sense that you're probably kind of entertaining other women, but that makes them want you even more because they're like, dang, well, if he has all these other XYZ options, like shoot, I want to have them all to myself, you know? So life is kind of that same way too. You have to play, drop the importance. Don't take things so seriously and don't take yourself so seriously. It's like, I think it's good to have goals and things that you can strive towards and, you know, like work towards whatever. But when you make it seem such a big deal, it's like things crumble and fall apart. So I think that you guys probably know this as well too. Like if you clicked in this video, you probably have some type of idea of this dynamic that I'm describing. Comment down below if you get what I'm kind of pointing at, because that's a cool thing about a lot of these esoteric books is like, I like them because, at least for the ones like this, which is more so like based on like scientific fact, quantum theories, things like that. I like them because it almost kind of feels like the authors are speaking in code. But the beautiful thing is that the real ones know. So it's like, hey, if you have experienced these things, it's almost like as soon as you read it or you hear it, like if I'm telling you this right now, you know what I'm saying is to be true. It's like, you know, most people, like if they don't have it in their everyday life already, then they wouldn't really know about it. But if you know, you know. So I definitely recommend you guys get these books. Comment down below as well too if you want. I can link them in the description. You can get both of these on Amazon. I am gonna read the full Reality Transurfing books next, so like the main one, which is like 700 pages. So once I read that, I'll come back to you guys with a review. I think transurfing is a really, really cool principle, and I highly recommend you guys to look into it. So comment down below again if you guys want me to link these books, because they're super small. Look, both of them, it's probably like literally less than 200 pages. You can finish them in less than a week if you really want it. So if you guys like today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and turn on post notifications, because I do post videos every single day. And if this video resonated with you, check out this video over here. I think you would like as well. I love you guys, and I'll speak with you very soon. I'll see you tomorrow.